I learned through Instagram that Commodity, actually the company, is going out of business. A while back I purchased a travel spray kit of Commodity fragrances at Sephora. Gave them a bit of a test run, liked a couple, didn't like a couple, but put on my to buy list a couple of these because they were actually really nice. I went to Sephora and there was nothing on the shelves for Commodity, nothing online. I just figured that I missed out on it. On the way home one day from work, I decided to stop by Marshall's just to see what they would have on the shelf. Most of the time it's like nothing I would buy. Lo and behold, they actually had Commodity fragrances at Marshall's, so I bought them all. What's going on YouTube? Tony here, back with another discovery video. If this is your first time finding me, hit the like button and subscribe as I talk about some of the best fragrances on the market for men and women. I'm going to talk about the fragrances that I found from Commodity. Didn't find all the ones that I like, but I did find quite a few. I'm going to sniff those out and tell you what I think about them. So first off, we'll sniff out Oris. Knew very little about this fragrance. I believe this is a Oriental. I really like that. Now, to me, this reminds me of, if I had to put this in the wheelhouse of fragrance or what this is like a Baldy Afrique from Byredo. It's sweet, it's powdery, it's soft. I would imagine this falls into the Oriental category. There may be some vanilla or something like that in there, or some tonka or something like that. Really nice. I would give that blind buy, to me, an A. I really like the way that smells. Even though it's probably less unisex, probably more of a woman fragrance. The wife may get that one, but I really like Oris. And Oris has Italian Oris, pink peppercorn, and patchouli. Interesting mix. Pink pepper is one of those notes that I really like too. One of my favorite fragrances, Allure Homme Edition Blanche, has pink pepper in it. Rose Dove's Elysium has pink pepper in it. Two fragrances that I really like. This has it in there as well. Depending on how that progresses, maybe that iris that's in there right now is coming across really full, really leaning feminine. This may dry down to something a little more masculine, or at least unisex, so the wife may not get that one. Next up is Vetiver. Now this is one of the scents that I smelled and actually liked, so I'm really happy that they had this one. Now Vetiver is a note that's growing on me. It's not one that historically I was a big fan of. I actually did get a couple of Vetiver fragrances that kind of changed the way I think about Vetiver. I like this one. I don't love it. This one comes across, I don't know, it's kind of clean, kind of professional, but it seems like it has a little weight to it too. So a couple of the Vetiver fragrances that I do have are light, fresher Vetivers, and this one's kind of a middle of the road. It's not dark and earthy. It's kind of a mid-range. I don't think this is a summer fragrance. This may be a spring, fall type scent. It does feature Vetiver. Reminds me a little bit of the Platinum Edition of John Barbados. Now Vetiver has Haitian Vetiver, patchouli, and a vintage jasmine. I don't know what vintage jasmine means, but okay. Nice. I will give Vetiver I would give that a C. Not bad, kind of middle of the road. Smells good. Again, Vetiver is not my favorite note, so that I may be a little biased on that. I will say that, but a solid scent nonetheless. Vetiver. Next up, Bergamot. Now, Bergamot is another note that's kind of growing on me. A lot of fragrances have bergamot in the top and it fades away. Not a whole lot of, oh, that's nice. I really like that one. Now this is definitely summer. It's a sweet, almost juicy citrus. That one's nice. I really like that. It's 100 degrees. It's been 100 degrees for like the last 4 or 5 days. It's going to be 100 degrees for the next 4 or 5 days. This is going to be perfect to wear this in the high heat. I really like that. There's still bergamot. It's still a citrus. It's not gonna, I don't think it's going to wow you because it's a citrus. Now the main notes they have here are Italian, bergamot, clementine, and violet leaf. And maybe that's why I like this fragrance. I've said on several occasions that violet leaf is one of my favorite notes in fragrances. I love violet leaf. The clementine, thinking back, I get clementine. I can really smell that clementine. It's just it's an orange type citrus, but slightly different. I can't really describe that to you if you never had a clementine before, but it's a good fragrance. Coming up next, we're gonna go with one of the black labels. So a couple of these are the black label ones. And this one is Gin. Gin has juniper berry, lime, and ginger leaf. Now, I'm not sure how ginger leaf relates to actual ginger, but ginger is one of my favorite notes in perfumery. So, bottle looks sweet. I don't know, it's simplistic but elegant. Something really smooth and masculine about that bottle. I like that. I would have expected this to be boozy, and I'm not really getting a alcohol or boozy feel from this, but nice. It's kind of hard for me to describe what this smells like. I don't think I have another fragrance to compare it to right off the bat, but I really like the way that smells. Presentation, smell, good. I will give my initial impression on that as a B. I think I can, this may be, the way this is developing on the strip, this may be a signature scent all year thing. There's not a season that's jumping out. There's not an occasion that's jumping out. This may be a signature scent type fragrance. Solid B. And last up is another black label, and this one is called Moss. I think that moss may be oak moss. I don't know. Oh, this is another solid scent. It's kind of, it has this layer of ruggedness to it that I'm assuming that's oak moss. Kind of gives it that masculine, rugged type feel to it, but yet fresh. It seems like, I bet that was going to develop nicely. There's almost something in the back there that kind of gives you a it almost seems like it may turn creamy. There's something in the background that kind of gives you a sense that may turn smooth in the base. Another nice one from Commodity. I'll give that one a B as well. Moss is oak moss, and we have oak moss, cedar wood, and petitgrain. Now, petitgrain is probably what's giving it that masculine feel. All the fragrances that I have with petitgrain in it they're unmistakably masculine, and I don't think there's no exception with moss. All in all, I'm really happy with this haul. All of these are borderline blind buys. I know I had the kit about a year, but I didn't spend a lot of time with it. I smelled it, a couple of them originally, but haven't revisited. So I'm really happy with these. Not a bad one in the bunch. Looking back, we have a C, and B+ for the Bergamot. and then 2 solid beads for gin and moss. So if you have these fragrances, let me know what you think about them and the grades that I've given them, and I will see you guys in the next vid. Peace. So I bought them all.